Once upon a sunny day, Kayden, Reef, and Samuel decided to spend their afternoon at the beach. They packed their bags with snacks, drinks, and sunscreen, then headed off to the nearby beach, which was a short drive away from their neighborhood. After setting up their towels and umbrellas, they went into the water to cool off. They splashed around and played catch, and then went back to their spot to have lunch. As they were eating, an old lady approached them. She had a funny look about her, with a crooked nose and a big smile.
"Hello, boys," she said. "My name is Maureen. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation, and I think I have something that might interest you."
She reached into her bag and pulled out a piece of old parchment paper. The boys looked at it curiously. It was a treasure map. "According to this map, there's a chest full of gold buried on a nearby island," said Maureen. "It belonged to a pirate who buried it there a long time ago. I've been searching for it for years, but I'm too old to make the journey now. Maybe you boys would like to give it a shot?" The boys were thrilled at the prospect of finding treasure, and eagerly accepted the map. Maureen smiled and walked away, but not before dropping a small piece of paper. Kayden picked it up and saw that it was a note from Maureen, which read, "Beware of the snake guarding the treasure." Excited by their newfound adventure, the boys spent the rest of the day planning their journey. They studied the map carefully, making sure they knew the way to the island. They also collected materials on the beach to make a raft that would take them there. The next day, they set off, hoping to reach the island before the sun got too hot. They rowed their makeshift raft towards the island, using paddles made from driftwood. The journey was long and tiring, but they kept pushing themselves, fueled by the excitement of the treasure hunt. As they got closer to the island, they noticed a big shadow moving under the water. It was a shark. The boys were scared, but they didn't give up. They tried to paddle faster, but the shark was too fast. Suddenly, a pod of dolphins appeared, swimming around their raft. The boys were amazed and relieved, as the dolphins kept the shark at bay and helped them reach the island safely. Once they got to the island, they started looking for the treasure. The map led them to a cave, which was guarded by a huge snake. Remembering Maureen's warning, the boys approached the snake cautiously. They threw rocks and sticks to distract it while they made their way past it and into the cave. Inside the cave, they found the treasure chest. It was old and rusty, but when they opened it, they saw that it was filled with gold coins and jewels. The boys were overjoyed, but they also knew that they had to get the treasure back to their homes. Carrying the heavy chest was impossible, but they didn't give up. They remembered the dolphins that had helped them earlier, and hoped they could help them again. They made their way back to the beach and called out to the dolphins. To their surprise, the dolphins appeared once again, ready to help. The two strongest dolphins carried the chest on their backs, while the other two dolphins let the boys ride on their backs. They swam through the waves, past the shark, and all the way back to the beach, where they were now rich beyond their wildest dreams. They hugged the dolphins and thanked them for their help. The boys' families were amazed when they saw the treasure chest and couldn't believe their eyes. Kayden, Reef, and Samuel decided to share the treasure with their families and help pay off their debts. They also donated some of the treasure to a local charity and used the rest to buy the things they had always dreamed of having. As they sat on the beach, enjoying their newfound wealth, they thought about the adventure they had just been on. They realized that it wasn't just about finding treasure, but also about the journey and the friends they made along the way. The boys learned that sometimes the greatest treasures in life are the experiences and memories that we make with the people we love. They were grateful for the help they received from the dolphins and remembered that kindness and generosity can come from unexpected places. The moral of the story is that success and wealth are not just about finding treasure, but also about the journey and the people who help us along the way. It is important to be kind and helpful to others, even strangers, as you never know who may end up helping you in the future. The end.